Yeah, so do we reckon that we could get something from Dwarven Forge if we traded up high enough? What do you reckon I would have to get to be able to trade something from Dwarven Forge?
At least one of those mystery boxes.
Would you trade me for a mystery box? It could be anything. All right, I've got a few booths. I got plans, but I need something to trade first. All right, let's start with a pin. Present to me the sacred pin. Good enough. Good enough. All right, let's go to Dwarven Forge. So this is my first Gen Con. This is my first time coming down. This is my first time seeing Dwarven Forge in person.
What's that experience like for you?
Pretty sick, to be honest. Especially because, like, in addition to playing D&D, I'm a huge wargamer. Nice. So I look at this stuff and I'm just like, oh, this would be so beautiful if I, could use this for a wargaming table.
Battlefield.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at the Star Wars stuff. Yeah, it's amazing. I'm determined to get something from you today.
How much cash do you have?
Well, that's the problem. We have this very valuable Grim Hollow pin.
Wait, how much money do you have, though?
Well, what I do have is this very valuable...
This is. I love Grim Hollow. It's delightful. We make premium terrain. I could cut the head off one of our minis and give you the head of a mini. It's a cool pin. I would wear it with pride.
If a pin's not good enough, what would I have to get to?
It has to be something visionary. Like you go, oh, I must have it, right?
Okay.
It's something that cannot be resisted.
All right, leave it with me.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do, and if I come back, we'll make a deal.
Tell Chris he's our head of marketing, to be looped in. Take your time, get something good. Not that the pin's not good.
I don't take it as an insult. Yeah. This quest, I will accept it.
Let's do this. All right, 4 days.
Andy Dems.
Yes.
From Elderwood Academy. Tell me about Elderwood Academy. What have we got here?
Right. We are a group of artists and woodworkers from Michigan, Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area. We make products with a combination of machine tooling and handcrafted finishing and pressed leather, foil on leather designs. We have a whole variety of dice boxes, dice towers, and everybody at our booth are people that actually work in production making these things.
Well, I have for you this beautiful Grim Hollow pin. Can I trade you this for something from your booth? Of equivalent value, if not a little bit more value, I was going to ask for this over here, but I feel like I wouldn't want to trade that away.
We need at least 2 pins. I would trade this die for that pin.
All right, I think we've got a trade. This is your pin. I will take my multicolored dice. Pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Indeed, good luck with that die.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the con.
Me too.
Randall, author of The Little Game Master. How's it going?
Hey, how we doing?
Pretty good. How's your con going so far?
You know, it's bonkers. There's so many people here. I love it.
We touched base on Twitter because you did an amazing artwork of the host of the Lorecast, which is on our fridge at work still.
I'm the author and illustrator of the Little Game Master series of children's books, where Dr. Seuss meets Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
It's a great way to introduce kids to what tabletop role-playing games are all about. It's meant really to get those really young kids at the table, rolling dice, using their imagination, and just having a lot of fun with their parents.
Well, you've sold me, and I would love to grab a copy.
Yeah.
The only problem is all I have to grab a copy is this little metal dice
Let's
here.
see how it rolls. All right. Let's give it
high average.
That looks like that's rolling pretty good. You know what? I will absolutely trade you for the die.
Great.
So what we'll do is we'll give you one of our copies of Little Game Master of Bards and Bullies.
Look at that.
It's a great book. You know, this is the book that's all about, you know what, people make mistakes. Own your mistakes. Own it. Seek forgiveness, and then, you know, we got to be able to give forgiveness. That's how we grow. That's how we get better. That's how we, as a society, that's how we get better.
I can't agree more. Well, I'm going to treasure this. Thank you so much for trading with me.
Hey, awesome so much. Thanks so much.
What are we doing? Which one?
Get in there.
There we go.
Awesome.
Thanks, Randall.
Thanks so much.
Hey, if people want to find this, if they're not here at the con, where can they find it?
They can go onto my website, randallhamptonart.com.
But we just got a couple of comments on the YouTube video. It was like, is somebody paying you to not talk about Pathfinder? This podcast only ever talks about Wizards of the Coast.
We're at the Paizo booth. Dante was like, it's time for you to play Pathfinder 2e. Let's go down and check out what Paizo is all about.
At Paizo, we're the publishers of Pathfinder and Starfinder, as well as recently we've been branching into board games. Actually, our big announcement for Gen Con is that we're bringing Starfinder, 2nd edition, coming playtest next year, and then a full version in 2025 that will be fully mechanically compatible with Pathfinder 2nd edition. Here we've got all of our new products, including Rage of Elements, which just released for this weekend, and we have some extra copies of the Haro deck, which don't release publicly until September, so you can get it early here if you happen to be at the show.
I'm keen to try Pathfinder, but you mentioned board games. Heard that you've got Goblin Firework Fight.
It's a party game for all ages, and you all play as goblins, doing a resource collecting game, trying to steal as many fireworks as possible before the party starts.
Would you be willing to trade me?
We'd be happy to trade you, because that book looks amazing.
Thank you so much. I'll pass this one to you. That is yours to keep. Thank you so much. We really appreciate this.
What do you say to the Gemhammer Grimoire?
Ooh, all right. Tell me all about the Gemhammer Grimoire.
My name's Connor.
Connor, Ben, nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you. I'm one of the founders of Gemhammer Sons. This is our first source book, the Gemhammer Grimoire. It's an expansion of 5e spellcasting. There's over 100 new spells, over 100 new magic items. Exotic spell components, prestige classes for 5e. There's a magic item shop in there with price lists, because I care about your magic item economy.
That is very helpful.
Even if other people don't. We've got another book, a sister product on the way called Rock's Guide to Violence, which is all about martial classes and combat and feats.
Nice.
So, and that's coming out in a couple months. I think we can make this work.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Sounds good. All right. This is yours, sir.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
I will.
Jordan, I'm here at the Renegade booth. This is the first time I'm seeing the cover for Werewolf.
Werewolf the Apocalypse offers a very visceral lens into the world. Essentially, you play a werewolf. The quick sort of rundown without getting too deep is you are trying to essentially stop the forces of greed and destruction that are ravaging Gaia, or the Earth Mother. I think that it's a super current game. It resonates especially with younger audiences. It's fantastic. Don't know if you've heard of Alice is Missing, but
Heard of Alice is Missing.
super popular right now. It's super hard to come by. It's sold out almost everywhere.
Yeah.
Mystery, narrative, immersive. It also takes a unique spin on RPGs. You are playing on your phone, and it's a totally silent RPG experience where you text, and each player is essentially intended to be in a different area, geographically, and you're looking for Alice. Alice is missing.
I mean, Dale and James, who I podcast with, they rave about this. I've heard of Spencer Stark's work. It's an award-winning game. I'd love to grab this. The only problem is, everything here is in US dollars, and I've only brought dollary dues. Would you be interested in a trade for this excellent Gemhammer Grimoire filled with new 5e spells?
For you, I'll do it. You know what?
Mike, we've been here at the Mana Project Studio booth.
We actually started out as a graphic design and creative studio
Right, okay, that
for
makes
other
sense.
publisher, and then we just started to publish our own games. Really focused on dark fantasy, grim dark fantasy, no hope in the word dark fantasy, and we were focused on 5th edition settings.
Yeah, okay.
So we started out with a Dark Fantasy Viking one, Dark Fantasy Renaissance,
Right.
and then we have Dark Fantasy Italian folklore, blasphemy about the saint and sinner stuff.
Gotcha, yeah.
We just launched a brand new Japanese anime licensing,
Saw that you had Cowboy Bebop.
and we announced Ghost in the Shell.
Right. So would you be willing to maybe trade me for this award-winning, deep, immersive role-playing experience that is Alice is Missing?
What about Historia?
That looks good.
Yeah. European setting, but with anthropomorphic animals. 70 playable races.
Wow, okay.
You can see
it's a thick book.
Yeah. Optional rules for battles campaign.
No,
You'll enjoy that.
This looks perfect. Well, I'm going to give you that one to enjoy.
Okay, thank you so much.
was your name, sorry?
I'm Richard. I do all the RPGs for Steamforged.
Cool. Richard, we're here at the Steamforged Games booth at Gen Con. I've been excited to come by this booth for a while. People who know me know I'm a huge miniatures guy. I love the Epic Encounters boxes. But what else have you got going on here at Gen Con this year?
We've had a couple of amazing days. We are running low on just about everything.
Yeah.
So we are out of Resident Evil, we're out of Dark Souls, we're running low on Epic Encounters, we're running low on Horizon. Gen Con is always amazing. It's always wonderful to meet so many passionate fans. And it's wonderful to talk to Ghostfire, big fans of everything.
Thank you so much. I have this amazing, incredible Renaissance dark fantasy RPG setting. Would you be willing to do a trade for this book?
Absolutely. Especially if we do Animal Adventures, and this looks like the grim dark version of Animal Adventures.
Perfect.
So, yes. All right, let's do it.
Pass you that one.
Yeah. And you
I'll
take
grab
those.
these two. Oh wow, two whole boxes.
Oh yeah. You've got to take them. They're coming. They're paired up. We gave you one. We only gave.
Well, I'll let you two fight over that.
I may have drunk too much whiskey last night, which will give you an edge. Thank you so much.
Perfect. No, thank you.
I can't wait to read it. And thank you for coming by, guys.
Chris.
Hi, what? Yes.
We've done pretty well so far. Epic Encounters. Steamforged Games were very generous with us.
I just bought this yesterday.
Oh, you have this?
Yeah, we have like the whole set. No, we're like really good friends with Steamforged. Yeah, can I keep this?
Can we also do?
No.
It has to be something visionary.
I feel like we kind of need something like really out of the box.
Oh, I must have it, right? It's something that like cannot be resisted.
I want to feel like a Witcher. I want to feel like a rogue or something.
Absolutely. Who wouldn't? I mean, looking like you do. Anything that could help that out is an improvement. Better. You could slip into something more formidable.
You might say that.
Yes, we
you
can
might
do that.
say that.
That's what we sort of specialize in.
Here's the problem. I don't have any US dollars on me. I've only got dollary dues. That's all I brought with me.
Funny money.
So would you trade me some sort of armor, some sort of opportunity to feel like I'm formidable for these two boxes of Epic Encounters from Steamforged Games?
Let's do it.
Let's do it?
Let's do it. I actually proposed to my wife in a suit of 15th century Milanese plate armor, and that did require two guys to help get me in.
Right.
I think this might fit you, so let's see if
I hope so. I mean, look, if I look a little ridiculous and shrunk inside of it, we don't mind.
Past that there. I can't do anything about the little ridiculous. Like a jacket?
Yep. There we go. Yep.
Is that all right?
Yeah. No, that's super comfy, actually.
It's like a hug.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Right.
I mean, that's something I've never considered, is like you see always the pitch battles in movies, you know, the strategy, where are you going to choose to fight, but never the like, who can get dressed first?
Yes.
You know, to run out and...
Sitting in this armor all day is exhausting.
For sure.
You know, when I got dressed up in the full suit of plate armor, it wasn't heavy, but I'd never walked in a suit of plate armor. And it was night, so we stole a golf cart from security, and we used that to drive to where my wife was.
Sure.
And then all I had to do to make this work, because I had a helmet on and a thing, and then I'm like, I have a ring, and I can't see the ring, and I have to step over this chain, and there's a fire, and I don't fall in. And the guy who loaned me the armor is like, look, all you have to do is just lift your leg up, step forward, I'll guide you, I'll talk in your ear, everything you do, you get down on one knee, just put your hand out, I'll put the ring in it, then I'll take the helmet off. I'm like, I don't have to do anything except look good. And it worked out beautifully. My wife didn't know it was coming.
Right.
And we were hired to work a show.
Right.
And I had disappeared to go run off and get thrown into a suit of armor.
Sure.
So my wife is desperately looking around for me because we're supposed to go on.
Yeah.
So the moment they introduced me, my wife's words were, "What? What does this guy want?" And that was me being introduced. And then once the helm came off, it was all very romantic.
Good, but I'm glad you thought of it.
Smiting.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel more smitey suddenly.
Yeah, we do ask you don't smite anyone in the shop. You'd hardly know he's Australian, right?
Not until I open my mouth, mate.
Our name, Bard and Broad. We can be found on the interwebs at Bard and A-N-D, Broad, B-R-O-A-D.com. Instagram, Bard and Broad. Facebook.com/Bard and Broad. It's not really original. It's all just
Gotcha.
Bard and Broad.
You gotta have the one
Look
handle.
there, you'll find the Bard or the Broad.
Right.
One of them. And all of our cool stuff.
Gotcha.
This is awesome. Thank you so much.
Chris, I have come for my treasure. Sorry, let me know if I'm pinching. Try this one first. So he was an expert at this, I'm definitely not. You have to do this.
We're doing business with you.
Yeah.